Hey guys, Ramblin' Man Moto here. It's a beautiful day here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. It's a little bit of a project day. I've got my windshield that came with my Indian when I bought it used. I think the previous owner had gone with this darker, taller model. You'll see on these brackets, when you order the new Freedom Shield, you're gonna use the existing bracket. And it has 8 of these little screws we have to back out of there, and then you attach the new Freedom Shield. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see this here. This is how the new Freedom Shield comes with a lot of fun styrofoam. Remember Kramer? Styrofoam. What is with all this stuff?
Hey, come on.
Gary, why don't you do a bit on styrofoam?
Like what?
Well, what is all this stuff? Why do we need this stuff? And why do they make them so small?
Where's the punchline?
Oh, it's all attitude.
Anyhow, I'm going to take this out of here and I'll compare the size of that shield to this one. I think I went with the light gray tint on this one. And so we'll see how we get on here. There's one thing I want to show you with the Freedom Shield is that it comes wrapped in this plastic sort of cover. And if you leave it on, you can take test rides with this. And if you don't like it, he lets you return it. Now, once you remove the covering, you've bought it. This is the 12-inch light gray tint from Freedom Shields. And again, we're just going to remove these holes, and then those 8 holes match up to his new windshield. All right, so we'll see how we get on. All right, guys, we're going to start taking this horizontal bracket off first, and they recommend installing the horizontal one first on there. In the past, when I've done these, I've taken the whole thing apart all at once and then done that all at once. And I think I'm going to break it down, help keep the parts organized. I think that's the plan, at least. We'll see here. By the way, don't know if I can show you this fully, but I'm just going to overlay this if you want to see the size difference. So this one's definitely a little shorter. And you can tell the difference maybe in the color. All right, that's interesting. The white part was on this side, and this side was just the washer. So the little white, I'll call it the spacer / washer. Again, I always stress I'm a novice at this stuff. So you guys are probably laughing at my answers to those. So that's 1, 2, 3. We got the 4th one to remove on this side. All right, so some of these don't have washers. I guess the interior ones did not have washers. Let's see if it had the other part. And they all have this white part. Yeah, that one did not have a washer. So that one was the inside one. The outsides have washers, right? So here's the horizontal bracket. You see it has an Indian name on it. And I'm just gonna grab a cloth and clean this off a bit. Of course, that'll wash off from that side when we wash the bike. Now, the thing is, if you like the windshield, after you do your test ride, then you have the little chore of, you got all this plastic on it, so you have to undo all of this again. Yeah, I don't think there's a more efficient way, but maybe you guys know, of removing them. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 more brackets for these vertical ones. And I think I'm going to go ahead and install the horizontal bracket on. So they recommended to do the outside first and to do the top first. I'm just gonna do these loosely. They did say in the instructions it helps to have 2 people do this. But I always hesitate to ask for a helper in the house and see if I can do this by myself. The risk you run, like right here, is that you don't want to scratch the windshield while you're futzing around with all this. All right, I'm just doing those loosely. The 2 interior ones do not have a washer. And it just hit me that it's gonna be tricky getting that lined up. And that's on there like that. I don't think that's gonna work. I think that's probably on there to keep it from marking. Let's see, I think what I'm gonna try to do is put these 2 on like that. All right, we got these finger tight. That one's through, no washer on those. So I'm gonna tip this over and make sure the bracket's lined up. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten up the top. I think that's the plan. They said they just need to be snug, don't over tighten them. All right, so this is what that looks like so far. You've got the first horizontal bracket on. And now you have 4 more to take off. Those brackets go on the inside. Let's see, so this has no washer, but does have a little plastic separator. One thing I'm trying to be careful about is that these tools don't scratch either windshield. Not sure, I may be able to resell this one if somebody may end up wanting it. I hate shipping stuff like this, but I'm saving the box from Freedom Shield in case I have to send it back. You know, it has styrofoam and stuff. I've been selling some other stuff on eBay and listed some more leftover parts from all these projects. The stuff from Indian is not cheap. It definitely would help to have another set of hands. See, my wife is right outside doing some yard stuff. I don't want to bother her. The kiddos are home, but we'll keep them on homework for right now. You guys are watching this probably know much easier ways to do everything that I'm doing. So I'm trying to be transparent here and let other idiots like me know that they can try some of the stuff, and you guys in the comments can tell me what I'm doing wrong or could do better. You want to make sure you got these lined up before you try to push hard through, because you'll scratch the windshield. I made a mistake here. So on the horizontal bracket, yep, this top one is supposed to hold this. So I'm gonna have to let that go for a second. All right. This is interesting, the way they have this all together. I've got to undo this so I can put this back in it. Same on the other side. I want to see if I can just keep it pushed through. Typically when I think the family sees me working on motorcycle projects, they just stay away because they don't want to be recruited to be the one helping. All right, so we push that through there. Having that top one on actually is helpful right now. That's not attached. Oh Lord. All right, another stupid mistake. On the bottom one, I didn't route it through the piece of metal. I did on the top one. This is why my projects take so long, because I make all these stupid mistakes. Now maybe because I'm recording it, it keeps me from, as Frank Costanza would say, raining down blows.
As I rained blows upon him, I realized there had to be another way.
All right, you know what I was saying, because I'm recording it, as Frank Costanza would say, raining blows down upon it would probably be my usual frustration, but I'll try to keep her in check. All right, we got that through. Really hoping I'm not marking it up. All the other ones I worked with from Freedom, I did just fine with. That's what this looks like on this side with the bracket. So you put the windshield on and it mounts here, it goes down in that foot, then you lock this on. And so now I got to do the other side. I got to loosen this up. I usually try to do these projects at night. It is beautiful outside. And I get in a sour mood when I'm inside or having to do projects when it's this nice outside. I would typically consider these like rainy day projects or night projects. I'm a night owl with constant insomnia. And this would be normally the thing that's come out at about 10 o'clock at night when everyone else was, well, that used to be the quiet time. Now with our two boys in particular, they stay up as late as I do. But I'm eager to get out and ride this thing to see how this windshield feels, especially because I put on the wind deflectors. All right, here's the old windshield. So I gotta loosen up this top bracket. And the way it's designed, it trims like that. It's got a square end here, rounded, or straight edge, rounded. Make sure I'm doing this consistently. Actually, I think it might be the, yeah. Sure. Yeah. Straight edge to meet the bracket up here. All right, so now we've got the second one to do. I have a door right here that I'm looking out. It's just beautiful out there. There was an article in our Richmond paper, I don't know, a few days ago about all the accidents going on in the area. And they quoted somebody from the law firm that's kind of known in the state to help motorcyclists. And they said that the left turn, I've mentioned this in some of the videos, the left turn in front of the motorcyclist used to be the leading, it probably still is. I don't think this person was quoting real stats. It was kind of their anecdotal experience that the left turn used to be the most dangerous for riders, where cars were making the left in front of them and never saw them. And they said now it's just distracted drivers. And you know, they quoted somebody that was sitting at a stoplight and was rear-ended at 55 miles an hour and lived. They got thrown, but lived. This other guy has not gotten back on the bike. He was messed up really bad in an accident. And of course, most of the accidents happen in the summer months when there's more people on the road, certainly more bikers. I try to ride every month, every week if I can. All right, we're done with this. Okay, this is what this looks like here. You've got the two brackets. I always get to this point and I've tried to accustom myself to, I've done something wrong. I might have to redo it all. I hope that hasn't happened. Like, I don't know, putting the brackets on the wrong side or something, but these are what clamp it on. My bike is over there. I'm gonna go put this on, and I'll see if I can bring you along for that. I might move the bike out from where it is actually, so I can look at this while I do it. I'll be right back. Hey guys, I moved the bike out of the garage where I normally park it, and just want to show you. So this is where, see if I can get down here to show this. This is where we installed the wind deflectors, and these are the brackets that, well, these are the bolts that hold on that, but the windshield mounts onto here and then down here, and you snap it in. So I'm gonna go grab the windshield. All right, this is the windshield. And like I said, these brackets are like quick release, and you just pop them on. Bottom and bottom. Bottom's on. And then top is locked on. That one's locked on. You can see that's not going to move. You can kind of get a feel for what that looks like. It's got the protective film over it. I'm going to sit on this thing and see how the height is. All right, well, I can definitely see over it. And man, I feel like this is going to be good. Now, I didn't bring the key out here with me, or I'd go riding up the driveway, do a quick run, but I can definitely see over it. And the thing I'm challenged with is, even at this height, I don't always seem to get the clearance I'd hoped for the wind. I'm gonna take this out for a ride and kind of get suited up and changed out and see how this thing feels. Just like I said, you're gonna leave the protective covering on it, because if you don't like it, you can send it back. On my Super Chief Limited, I tried, I can't remember his sizes, 12, 14, 16 or something like that. And I went through all three. Kind of like Goldilocks, trying to find just right, and I never found just right. I think in between those two, maybe I should have asked him, but on the Super Chief, I don't really even use the windshield that much. This one I think I'm gonna be using a lot more, so I'm really hoping this is good. Also, his windshields have a little flare at the top, the thinking being to deflect some of the wind. All right, I'll see you on the road.